Hello, my name is Madison Kahonig, and today I will be discussing the Chapter 4 topic of classical and operant conditioning as it applies to children. So what is classical conditioning? Classical conditioning is the acquiring of a new or conditioned response to a previously neutral or conditioned stimulus that reliably signals the arrival of an uncontrolled stimulus. So what does this mean? Classical conditioning was researched by the psychologist Ivan Pavlov. He discovered that he could train dogs to salivate at the sound of a neutral stimulus, such as the ringing of a bell. As we can see in this picture, Ivan Pavlov's dogs were very grossly salivating to their neighbors' wind chimes, which the sound of the wind chimes resemble the ringing of the bell that he conditioned the dogs to salivate to. Today, this type of conditioning is used in the school system. Children have learned that the sound of a bell signifies that it is time to change classes, so they get up to leave, which is the conditioned response to the sound of the bell. You can really see the effects of this when the bell rings and the students get up, even though the teacher is not done talking. This has happened to me and my friends multiple times. We thought that the bell rang, it's time for us to go to the next class, so we get up to go. But the teacher was very much not done talking, so she made us sit down and continue listening to her lesson. But what about operant conditioning? Operant conditioning is the learning to associate behaviors with their consequences. Behaviors that are reinforced, which lead to satisfying consequences, will be strengthened, and behaviors that are punished, which lead to unsatisfying consequences, will be weakened. B.F. Skinner studied operant conditioning by placing rats into a puzzle box and measuring the responses. The responses that he was measuring was how long it took for the rats to press the buttons. As the rats learned that food was delivered if they pressed the button, which is a form of positive reinforcement, they began to press the button more often. Now, my parents used this strategy of positive reinforcement and negative punishment with my youngest brother, Colton, who is 3 years old. They hope to condition pleasant and nice behaviors, such as saying please and thank you, and to remove unpleasant behaviors, such as his awful biting habit. I really hope this negative punishment works because I am tired of getting bit. Now, we have all been conditioned by our parents, teachers, and society, but it made each of us who we are today.